Hey, listen, let me tell y'all something. It's self-love over everything. It's self-love over everything. This is what we doing. Um, we focusing on cultivating ourselves. The only way to grow yourself is from the inside. When you want to change, you can't just change. You have to change. You can't just change. That's why people make New Year's resolutions that they'll never keep, because you can't just change. Change on this. You can't just change. You have to change the people you hang around. You have to change the places you go. You have to change the things you do. You have to change the things you think. You have to change everything. That's why so many people be stuck for so long, because you can't just change one thing. The way that the universe is set up, it's set up for you to have to change everything. And the only way to change everything is by separating yourself. And that's the hard part. That's what people struggle with. That's what I struggle with, separating myself from the people that I love, to try to better myself. I done grew up with these cats my whole life, people that had my back my whole life, but they mindset ain't where my mindset is at. And I'm trying to elevate to a higher consciousness. And so for me to be able to do that, I can't keep going around the same people, going around the same places, doing the same things, because my mind is like a computer. One of the most basic and simple facts that you can know about the mind is that it doesn't subtract or divide. Your mind is always adding and multiplying. And so if you continuously making memories in negative, positive self-thought and self-identity, then that's what you're going to continue to live in. You got to separate yourself completely, 100%, if you want to change and elevate and get to that 1% of the people population of America. Like, this is a business. This country is a business. Everything here is about business. And so they created consumers to feed businesses, to make money, to feed them. Like, everything here in America is about business. So, all right, since we know that now we need to learn about business. I'm about to go back to school for business now, because it's like, I always heard people say, once you know better, you do better. When do we start doing better, just like as a people? Like, and so it don't happen as a people. That's what I learned. It happened as individuals. We gotta as individuals, we gotta separate ourselves and focus inward so that we can start truly connecting to the peace, love, prosperity, health, wealth, happiness, love, and success that God truly has for us. That's what time it is, y'all. That's what I want to live in. So, I had to separate myself. You can't just change. You have to separate yourself from everything. Everything. You have to lose people. You have to show God that God more important than people. I mean, I'm just keeping it 100. You have to show God that ain't nothing more important than him. And then once you do that, you begin to you get those people back, because I thought I lost people, but you don't lose them forever. Because once you elevate to where God, you can have those people in your life and not put them before God. You feel me? That's when you get to have them back. So me putting how my mother felt about me before God, just that was a separation. That was a fall for me. That's like where I couldn't deal as a whole dealing with that. So I had to separate myself from my mom. And that hurt it for me to have to, but I got my mom back now. You feel me? And I feel like we're doing better than ever. So it's a beautiful thing when you do elevate to a higher consciousness, awareness of yourself, and start truly practicing positive self-identity and positive self-awareness, and positive self-motivation. That's what it's about, y'all. We got to motivate ourselves, because they trying to hold us. They just want you to be a consumer, to keep it 100. They just want you to fall into the crowd, sheeple. They just want you to, follow the agendas. But it's a small few of us that's really looking at what's going on, taking accountability, and then starting to learn what we see, what they doing. We gotta learn what they doing. Y'all, listen, I may have been born a slave, but I'm gonna die a king. That's 100. We gotta take what we see them doing, and we gotta learn it. That's what time it is. If we not trying to learn business, this is a business life. If you was born in America, you was born into business. You a business. You are the business. So if you don't recognize yourself correctly, which is in the positive, which is in divineness, which is in the highest light, if you don't practice self-love, that's why self-love is so important. If you don't practice self-love, let me tell you something. You're going to be giving your power to everybody else in every situation. So, yeah, it's trying to motivate ourselves, y'all. I'm just grateful and privileged and pleasured to have another day here on this earth, and I'm just giving all glory to God inside of me, because that's where my power comes from. Hey, it's to God. Peace and love.